Hey, everyone. It's your girl, Hennither Bianca Gant, also known as Henny B Speaks. Thank you so much for joining and watching this channel. If this is your first time watching, I am Hennither Bianca Gant, and I love to encourage, empower, and ensure that individuals are living lives that are yielded to God, that they don't have to wonder what it is that they have to do because they are seeking the Father's face. With that being said, we are in 2022. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you again for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe below and let me know any comments. If you have anything that you want to say, anything that resonates with you, let me know. So, if you've been alive and not under a rock for the last 2 years, you know that there is this thing called the Great Resignation. And the reason why I know so much about it, those of you that don't know, my HR company, Career Image Solutions, we do a lot of work with aligning people to career opportunities and also companies, making sure we're aligning them to the right people while also providing career workforce development. Bottom line is that there's so much talk about the Great Resignation in the media, so on and so forth. And it really dawned on me because so many of us go throughout our lives, day-to-day lives, and we, especially those of us that are in the West, those of you that don't know, I am um, uh, I'm the first born in the United States to two immigrant parents, and my roots are in Sierra Leone, West Africa. And if you are not mindful, you will, what's the word? You will get trapped by the trappings of success, especially in the US, right? I'm not going to say, I know that it's the same way in other countries, but the US is what I primarily know. I mean, what I mean by that is, whatever society says success is or means, like the house and the cars and the children, and you got to be married and the great job and so on and so forth. And while all of those things are great, there's so many people that have all of that and more but still don't feel fulfilled. They're still not fulfilled, right? And so people are like, why would that person commit suicide? Why would that person be, so depressed? Look at all of the things that they have. Look at all of the things that they should be so grateful. And that's because not a child, not a husband, not a not a bank account, not a bunch of friends, not a good therapist. None of those things in this world will replace the void of you feeling like, hey, have I connected to my purpose? Hey, have I submitted and yielded to who I'm being called to be? Now, again, hopefully you find this video and this encourages you. For those of you that that don't know the Lord, hopefully you will get in some quiet space because He's real and He loves you so much. I just remember my lost period where I just didn't think He existed, and I was searching different religions, and I'm like, I need to know if Jesus is real, and made Himself evident in a real way. But beyond that, what I've recognized, this is just this is not just my own experience. This is also just kind of what all of my years of career coaching and mentoring. And what I know is that if there is a void, that void is not going to be filled by these trappings of the world. They just won't be. So when you see things like, oh, there's a great resignation, and what that typically implies is that within when COVID first happened, there were all of these different layoffs and so on and so forth because companies didn't know how to stay afloat because of shutdowns for a few months, which was crazy. It's like you don't have money, you don't have 2 months worth of money saved. Anywho, I digress. But companies were shutting down, and so on, we're laying off people, so on and so forth. And when jobs became available again, people were not returning to work in the numbers that they thought it would. So people were calling it the Great Resignation. That's one of the factors, or one of the things that I've heard contributes to the Great Resignation. And what I began to think about is the fact that I've spoken to so many people that won't return back to work or their previous job they might be returning to. They're like welcoming the side hustle. They're like, oh no, I don't need health insurance. I'm good. I'll just do the gig. I'm participating in the gig economy. As long as I have enough money to eat, sleep, and live, I'm good. I'm just trying to travel, right? And what it made me realize is that people are not really just trying to start a business. People are just not trying to go back to work. People want freedom. People are desiring freedom. They want to be free. They want freedom. They want the freedom to be able to make their own decisions. They want the freedom to just be. They want the freedom to have a day where they can regroup. They want freedom to not have to put in a leave slip, right? To do what they want to do, right? Now again, a level of accountability is always needed, but people want freedom. But I'm here to tell you that freedom ain't free. Freedom is not free at all. Freedom comes with sacrifice. Freedom comes with you setting boundaries, and freedom comes with setting accountability to make sure that you are able to do some of the things that you need to do so you can have freedom, right? So freedom is going to look differently for each person, but I truly believe that this very thing is the reason for things like the great resignation, is the reason why people are just like, I'm not even trying to buy a house. I'm just trying to, I might get it for an investment property, but I'm not trying to live in it because I have things to do. I got people to see, right? It's freedom. So if any of you have been just kind of struggling with, purpose finding, or what am I supposed to do, things of that nature, making decisions, making financial decisions and career decisions, number one, I want to make sure I encourage you to seek the Lord's face. He is the master events planner, okay? He knows all the events that are happening in your life. Why not seek him to see what he has to say about what move you should make next, about who you should make the move with? I'm telling you, he wants to reveal some of these things to you. Now, sometimes he ain't gonna reveal everything to you because he just wants you to make the first step. But why not go to him? Say, lead my steps, guide me. Why not? Why not seek the master's face? Okay. So then the second thing is, I want you to know that you're not crazy. I want you to know that you are not by yourself. That feeling of like, I just don't want to. It's because you want freedom. It's because freedom is at the root of it. These decisions, like our decision in our family to be completely debt free, I thought about it. I'm like, it's not about money. For me, it's about freedom. I used to think it was about money. So be mindful of the decisions that you make, right? Because if it's truly about freedom, you don't want to make a decision that's going to trap you into the success and keep you hostage. Again, you don't want to go for that job that's not aligned to who you're called to, and it traps you because you have to be there 80 hours a week. You can't travel, you can't do but it pays you because it traps you. It gives you the trapping of success. So you go ahead and take it. If your desire is to be free, you want to make sure that your decisions are aligned with freedom choices. You want to make sure that your decisions are aligned with freedom thoughts. You want to make sure that your decisions are aligned with the God who says that he shall set you free. I'm telling you, the ultimate freedom is knowing who you are and knowing who you are in Christ. There is no freedom like it. And if you have not found that freedom, I am encouraging every soul that watches me today, I don't care when you watch me, to shut off this video, to turn off the TV, turn your phone on silent, and get on your knees. Open up the word and say, God, show me who I am. I'm telling you, when that became clear to me, my voice was not muzzled anymore. It still tries to creep in there and say, oh, nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody has any. But once you know who you are and who you are in Christ, I'm telling you, there is no freedom like it, because your yes can be yes and your no can be no. So I hope that this was of encouragement to you all today. Thank you all so much for watching. Comment below. Let me know what your freedom looks like. What does freedom look like to you? Until next time, don't forget to command your day.